already discussed what actually website is. The next topic we have is working of a website. This is nothing but it's similar to URL DNS. Like we have read before, that DNS function is to convert the URL into its IP address. So similar working of website is the same. Whenever you hit any website address, with the help of DNS, it will get converted to the IP address of the server. And then with the help of HTTP protocol, it will go to the server and will generate a request over there asking with the IP address that this particular web browser is requiring your this particular page or requested page. Then server will respond with the HTML pages, means whatever the pages, web pages is stored there for that request will be sending it. But it will be sending definitely to the HTTP response, but in the before reaching it to the web browser, DNS will convert again its IP address into the URL address, and then you can see it on your web browser. So ultimately, DNS is a part of it, and we can say that DNS is only majorly working over here. So web browser to server. So whenever we talk about web browser to server, in its working, we are having two protocols being used. Not protocols. One protocol is your HTTP for communication, and another one is your DNS, which is actually responsible for converting your URL into your IP address. So this tool plays very important role by communicating with one another, web browser to server. So this is how your website work. So talking about some of the examples of the website, you can write it in your own ways also. It is like wikipedia.org, google.com, amazon.com, cdc.nic.in, facebook.com, yahoo.com, flipkart.com, and many more which you use nowadays for yourself, for your use. Okay, so that was all about website. We'll be discussing now something about web page. So what was actually website? It was collection of web pages only. Then what do you understand by web page? Yes, Nishan, can you tell me what is a web page according to you? Unmute yourself now.
And web page is a platform where information is there, and when the web pages are collected, it forms a website.
So according to you, web page is a platform, right?
Yes.
Anirudh, what is a web page?
It is a single. It is something written in HTML, which is visible to the person accessing the web page, and he can. And it's just one page, and like there you can do stuff in that page, but if you click on something, you'll go to another web page.
Okay. So yeah, he is absolutely correct. Nishank, it is not a platform, but it is a page. Web page, as the name suggests, web and page. That means a page available on your web is your web page. So whenever we say what is a web page, it is not a platform, but it is a page only, which is actually available on the internet or on the www to access it. So that is what your web page is. Now it is commonly or generally written into your HTML language. Since we are using web pages are generally available on the internet and their coding are mostly done into the HTML. I'm not saying that only HTML will be used, but there are many more other front-end languages which is being used by it, like PHP is there, which is also used for front-end development. So like that, there are many other languages which are nowadays used, but mostly most of the browsers or most of the web pages are there in HTML language, even though today also. So that's why what is a web page? It is a page which is usually written into an HTML language and is available on the internet. Yes, Divyam, tell me.
Ma'am, but then what can be the difference between a web page and a website?
We'll go to that also.
Because even website is written in HTML language, no? The
Yeah,
coding
it
is
is written, but we'll go to that into the next slide. For now, at least just
A
clear your
website is a
concepts about the
collection
web
of
page.
web pages.
So, ma'am, web page is a
we
place
say that.
where the information can be stored or written.
Okay, I'll ask you about that also, but do not disclose it now. We'll just finish the reading of the slide. Then the next slide itself says the difference between the web page and the website. So we'll go to that. Don't worry about it. So coming back onto the web page. Now, what are the speciality of the web pages? that it can be accessed by entering a URL address. You can access a web page by entering its URL address into the address bar. I will be thinking Sam happens even in the website also, that we can just access it using the URL address. Same goes for web page also, but there is a bit difference which I'll tell you while discussing the difference between both of them. A web page may contain text, graphics, and hyperlinks to other web pages and files. A web page is often used to provide information to its visitor, including pictures or videos to help illustrate important topics. A web page may also be used as a method to sell products or services to visitors. So whatever you see on internet on a page could be a part of, is a part of your web page only. So what web page is especially a page, first of all, which is available on your web, is written in mainly HTML languages. Then it contains, how can you access it? You can access it by entering the URL of it into the address bar of web browser. And what does it have? It actually have the text, graphics, links to many another web pages and files, videos, GIFs, and so many another things which actually can illustrate you the topics or can explain you the topics which has been listed over there. It can also use for even selling of the product. Why? Because we can see the e-commerce websites which are actually selling the product. So the same thing we can say that a web page can also be used to sell products or services to visitors. So before now going on to the, I hope the web page is clear to you. So before now going on to that, I would like to ask you only that what is the difference between web page and website? Now you know what is web page and even you know what is a website. So can you please tell me what is the difference between both of them?
A web
Anyone?
page is a single page, and a website is a collection of web pages.
Yes, Anirudh, that is what the difference is there between both of them. That web page is only a page, whereas if we talk about your website, it is collection of so many web pages together. So then how can you get confused? Website is formed by collection of so many web pages together. So the first major difference between both of them is that web page is a single page, whereas website is a collection of so many web pages. Yeah, any more second point which you can figure it out? Think about it. There are many points about it. Think about it. What could be the next point? Web page,
Ma'am,
website.
in
Yeah.
web page there are links to other web pages, whereas in website we don't have any link to other websites.
No, beta. If you will open gmail.com, there are so many links to another web page also. It's not like
Hmm.
that. Anything, anyone else? सोचो सोचो थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओ. What could be the difference between web page and a website? The most prominent difference is already we have heard, but what could be the other difference? Other sections have even at least told me 2 to 3 differences. Your section is telling only one difference. सोचो थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओ, कुछ तो याद आएगा. So giving up. Okay, then moving on to the difference. So the first difference is that single document on the internet, that we have already discussed, that it is a single document, whereas web page is a collection of the document. That means so many web pages, related web pages are linked together and forms your website. Second point says that development requires minimum amount of time. Why? अगर आपको एक पेज लिखना होगा जर्नल में, definitely will take less time, no? And if you write multiple pages together, it will take more time. Similar goes for the web page and website also. That if you will write a single page, if you will code for a single page, it will definitely take less time as compared to website, because website would be having so many pages to build up. Like if I want to talk about gmail.com, I cannot just create an inbox and say my website is done. I would have to create send option, for coding for the send button, for coding for the inbox, for I have to prepare a coding page for the compose mail. For each different page, I have to code them and I have to link them together under the same domain. So then it will take a longer time as compared to your web page. Third page says that web page is contained about a single entity. So web page, as I was telling, it is an individual page. Suppose if a login page is there, so it would be having the details about only login. It will not be showing me the details that from login you can go to any feed, or from login page you can go to the any of the chat option. Nothing. I'm having a single page which is showing me a unique functionality of just logging in, signing in. So that means it contains a single entity. Whereas if you talk about like website that is like Gmail, it has several entities. That means it has your inbox, it has your compose mail function, it has your sent mail, it has your spam. So all these entities are together in that. So that was the same. If we are talking about web page, it will be having a single entity. We are talking about a single entity. Whereas if we talk about website, it has several entities in one website. Fourth point, which I was hoping that you might will tell me, because as other sections also told me this is your address of the URL of the web page depends on website. You'll be thinking how it would be depend on the website. Now see, web page क्या होता है? एक single page होता है. It could be a part of website also, right? Because website is collection of so many web pages. So what happens when we are going for the URL of it? Like suppose if I'm on login page of facebook.com. So if you will notice it into the address bar, okay, you would have noticed till now, it would be www.facebook.com/loginpage.html, or whatever the name they would have given to that page while coding, that name will be displayed over there. So it would be like /login.html. Along with the website address, the page path will also be given. If you remember, we have discussed it while discussing URL. That URL is having three parts. One is your server protocol, one is your protocol, another is your server name, and third one is the file path. File path means which particular page are you accessing into that particular website. If suppose I talk about the like advertisement page on Facebook, so it will be definitely be, if I am on advertisement page, it will be showing me the URL will be like www.facebook.com/advertisement.html.php in whatever language they have prepared that page. So in that way, the URL of a web page is specific to it. The file name or the path of the file is also mentioned along with the website address. Whereas if we talk about website URL, it is simple. Like if google.com is there, then google.com. We do not need to specify anything after .com, because we are going to a website which is having so many pages. So if you are not specifying any path, any file name, by default it takes us to the index page. That means the main page or the front page. So automatically it will lead us to the front page, whatever the index page is there, if we do not specify any path. So in case of URL, it ends with only .com, .n, .us, .uk, whatever the website address is, but it doesn't include any file path. Whereas if we talk about web page, it includes the file path. Next we have it is the content that to be displayed on the website. Website is a page used to display the content. That means web page can never be individually available to you. Whenever you search anything on the website, on the web, every time whatever the web page will be receiving will be a part of another website. Even if you open google.com and write something that I want to go for, that what does this web page means, so it will be showing you different websites which is having the definition of that particular web page, but not individual web page. Whenever you will be opening any web page, it would be definitely a part of any website which is having the keyword web page, and that's why it is an output of your search. So that's what is saying, that it is the content that to be displayed. Web page is having that content which you need to display. Whereas where you will display it, you will display it on the website. You know what to display. So you have the content to display, but where actually you will display? So you would have to display it into the website. That's why they are saying that it is the content that is to be displayed on a website, and website is the place where you actually display your web pages. The last one we have is, which I have already explained you, that web pages URL has an extension like this .html, file path is there. Whereas if you talk about just a URL of a website, it do not have any extension. You can simply write it like this. So any doubts anyone is having with the difference of web page and website? Anyone? Okay, then we'll move on to the next slide then. So now since we have actually discovered this before, discussed this before, because then already we have learned about the websites. I wanted to put it before anything else, so that we can at least just correlate what is website and what is web page. Now coming back onto the web page, there are two kinds of pages which we have already discussed in short, but we'll just read it one by one now what actually it is. So there are two pages. One is static, one is your dynamic. So static web pages are very written in the language HTML, JavaScript, CSS, etc. Static pages are nothing but are the pages, actually simple pages which are written in the language HTML, JavaScript, CSS, etc. When a server, we'll just go through the paragraph one. When a server receives a request for a static web page, then the server sends the response to the client without doing any additional process. And these web pages are seen through a web browser as these were designed. So what they are saying that whenever you request for a web page, and which is actually static web page, what it do is whenever the request will be sent to the web server, it will send you the requested web page back to you in the browser without any modification, without any changes. Same to same, the web pages will be picked up from the server and will be sent to you. That is what your static web pages is. Static says constant. So whenever your web page content is constant, is not changing, it's same from even when we receive from the web server, there is no changes at all done, then you can say that it is a static web page. In static web pages, pages will remain the same until someone changes it manually and deploy this on web server. The best example for you to understand is your Wikipedia page. So whenever you ask for any person's Wikipedia, or if suppose I am asking for the web page Wikipedia only, which is having the detail about what is actually web page. So whenever I'll demand for the Wikipedia page, I'll request for it to the web server. Web server will not manipulate it at all and will send the saved copy of on the web server to us in our browser so that we can see on the browser. Now why we are saying static? Because there is no changes done. However, it was being written in Wikipedia once, however it was been created once, the same copy is revolving throughout the internet without any modification. But that doesn't clearly say that you cannot modify it. You can update Wikipedia page if you remember. You can update Wikipedia page and just save it on the web so that the web server will get an updated copy of it, and then whenever the next person will be asking for it, they will get that updated copy from the web server. So this is something like which changes, but it is manually deployed by any of the person, then only it gets reflected, and it is not like changing each moment of time. It is like it gets changes very rarely when people feel like they need to change it, but otherwise its contents are always same. There is no changes, it is constant. And that is why these web pages are said to be as your static web page. Now talking about the dynamic web page. So dynamic web page, yeah.
I have a small doubt. In that static web page, there was a line without any additional processes.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like,
without any additional processes, that means yeah, without any additional process. Where is that written? Yeah, okay, yeah, without doing any additional process, that says that they do not need to go to the database, they do not need to search for anything else, but whatever has been given will, that means to say that they do not update, they do not see even it for it. Only as the web server will request that this particular file they need, they will just take it out from their go down and they will just throw it to you, take it away. They will not check it out. No process will be required from web server. Only picking it up from there and just throwing it on your web server. Nothing else will be required. No process will be required. You will get to know what additional processes are in your dynamic pages. So moving on to dynamic web page, it is written first of all always in the language kind of JSP, JSP, ASP.NET, PHP, etc. In dynamic web pages, the content of the pages varies as per the requirement of its visitor. You'll be thinking how the content is varying. So if you'll see the example, it will get more clear to you. So the example is if we log into any website, then our name is displayed. Similarly, if the other person is logging on the same site, his name will be displayed. You are already familiar with the social medias like Facebook or website like Gmail, which actually shows your username on the site. So the one who log in can say their own username and can see their own data related to their username. Not like I'm logging it from my name and I'm getting the data, all whatever the data are there from another person on my site. It's not like that. So dynamic web page says that the content of the page varies as per the requirement of the visitor. Example, if we log into any website, then our name is displayed. Similarly, if other person logins on the same site, his name will be displayed. It takes more time to load than a static web page. Definitely, it will be taking more time because it has some additional process like it will be showing the username and then it will be filtering the data on the basis of the username. Whereas static web page do not need to do anything. Whatever you are requesting will doesn't even process it. Will just see the page and will throw it away to you on your browser. So in that way, it takes more time to load to process than the static web page. Dynamic web pages are used where the information is changed frequently. One more better example for you to understand is this is just a username. This is just a small part of the dynamic web page. Even your whole page can be dynamic. So suppose if we take an example of like weather forecasting, you see it changes every moment of time and it even changes with every location. So if you go to weather forecasting site, its data keeps on changing every minute or every hours of time that now this is the temperature, minimum, maximum, humidity, whatever the temperature is like. And it is different for different states. Suppose if I go to that particular website and I want to see for Maharashtra that what is the state, condition over Maharashtra for today. Is it a sunny day or a cloudy day or what is the temperature over here? So I can just go to the state and then I can just look for Maharashtra. So as I select Maharashtra, the complete appearance will be same, but the content will change. And it will be now showing me not all the data of all the states, but only the Maharashtra's data. So what has been done? The content is changing frequently. So that's your dynamic web page. Even if you can see my login form, when you sorry, not login, but sign up form. If you see your sign up form, there is a place that you can fill up your what date of birth. So then you can select the different date, you can select the month, you can change the month, you can change the year. So that is also dynamic because it is changing on the web page itself, there itself. It is different from each person. So that's what your dynamic web page is, where when any of the content changes will be considered as a part of your dynamic web page. Static web page do not allow you to change anything. It will just come to you, you can read it and then you can just make it off. That are your static web page. Suppose if I talk about this PPT or consider it as a web page, so I cannot do anything over here. I can just read it and then I can just close it up. I cannot change anything from here. This is all constant. This is a static web page. But whenever I can change something, that would be coming a dynamic web page. Now see one more thing. When you create dynamic web page or it is a part of your website, dynamic web page, then your structure or your appearance is same. Only the content changes. It's not like it's dynamic, so it will even change its appearance also. No, appearance will be same. Structure or skeleton of the website or the web page will be same. Dynamic means only content part is going to change. Coming onto its picture, so that whenever a request has been sent from the web browser, it comes to the web server. And suppose if I'm talking about the Maharashtra, that I need the Maharashtra's data, it will go to its another server which will be having a database already installed in it. Suppose if we talk about let's say Facebook. So if my username is there, with my profile, I have certain pictures uploaded, I have certain videos uploaded. So that will come only when I will log in with my username. But how they will reach to me? So once when I have requested for Facebook with my username, they will look into it that particular Pooja's username is having a particular database which is stored over here. That database will be extracted from here and will be sent on my profile so that whenever I'll open my profile, not whenever, as and when I'll open my profile, I can see all the data loaded with my whatever I have loaded before will be before me on my under my profile. So that's why it requires additional process also. And sometimes like if I'm asking from Maharashtra only, but that website is having all the details with it, then it will look for Maharashtra specific temperature issues, temperatures, and whatever the different categories are there for the weather forecasting, they will see for it and they will transfer it. So this is the additional process which they are doing, which is not done in your static website, and hence it takes more time to load. So I hope it would be clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can let me know now. Okay, then coming on to the difference between static web page and dynamic web page, we'll just wrap it out quickly because we are left with only 9 minutes. So the first one says pages will remain same until someone changes it manually. I think you would have already understood it by the time. Content of the pages are different for different visitors. Second point, static web pages are written in the languages such as HTML, JavaScript, CSS, etc. Dynamic web pages are written in this. Now see, even yours, both the pages can combine. That means there can be a page whose other parts are same, but one of the tab is changing. Like you're seeing sign up page, only your date of birth and they are changing, but your name and all are still constant over there. So you can embed your static and dynamic web pages together also. That means like if I'm working on this with HTML and JavaScript, but I want a particular part to get dynamic in that page, I can always include my Ajax over there or something, whatever the language you are using. You can always embed it over there. In that way, both pages can also be combined. It is less complicated because it requires additional functionality, application servers, and many other things to process. Informations are changes rarely, informations are changes frequently. At each moment of time, your information will get updated over here. Less time for loading, more time for loading. Database is not used, database is used. As I told you that if I log in with my username, all the data which are being stored over the Facebook server will get uploaded as and when I'll open it with my username. Similarly, if you open it with your username, your data or your uploads, whatever you have done, will get uploaded on your profile. So that is what, for that, they need a database to save into, because my data will be saved by my name and my details will be there. Whereas your database will be saved by your name and your details. In that case, database definitely required over there. Okay, you'll see the web server tomorrow. Before that, if you have any doubts, you can just speak it out.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, can cloud web pages be an example of dynamic web pages? Like
Cloud web-
where you know your credentials are required and everybody's username password is different, and then you enter into your where you access your data.
Cloud web pages are ultimately what? Web pages stored on the cloud only. So they can be static, they can be dynamic. No, nothing like they cannot be static or they cannot be dynamic. It depends on the individual page, how their appearance is. Suppose in a website only, if this is a page, this is not at all moving or no changes are there. But if there is second page which it requires a login information and all, that could be a dynamic page.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
So cloud is nothing but it is just a kind of storage only, that you are storing something on the cloud. That means it is just a technology. It is not like something different from the internet. So the web pages over internet or over the cloud will be same anyway. Okay, any other doubt? Anyone? Okay then. Have a nice day. Bye. See you all tomorrow. Same timing. Enjoy the day.
Ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thanks.
Ma'am,
Bye,
Yeah.
ma'am.
ma'am, do you know when the exams will be?
I told already.
Around what date?
Around what? Days.
What is the date of examinations?
UT.
Yes, UT.
So haven't I informed it?
I don't know.
I guess I informed
Maybe
it.
I've informed it, but I'm not.
Because even I have forwarded the timetable in the groups. It is starting from 20th, and I guess I haven't actually seen much, but the IP paper is the last paper, and it is starting from 20th of July.
Oh, acha,
Ma'am,
okay.
is the parents group different from the group like the 12B group?
Yeah, I think I have forwarded into the parents group only, the timetable. Okay, I'll check it once and I'll forward it one more time to you.
And I don't think my parents are in that group.
Your parents are not there in that group?
Maybe, like, because Are there two groups for each class?
No, there is one parent group and one student group like 12th B, where we usually send you all the links for Zoom classes and all the study materials, which you do not send on the parents group. It is only for the most important information which should be passed on to them.
Then my parents are not in that group.
But then your parents are there. Might be your parents would have changed the number because I have called about your home. Your mother and father, both number are there with me, and they are in the parents group. Just update me with the number. Maybe if the numbers are changed, because even they haven't received the call. I called them twice, but both of them haven't received it. So I don't know if the number is changed. I've taken it from the previous teacher. Whatever the data was there in your supple, something was there. No, your supple work. I don't know what was that. So from
Yes,
that, I have taken your data. Excel sheet was there in which all supple data was there.
Yes, ma'am. In the Excel sheet, my father's number was there. It was wrong. I corrected it and sent you twice.
Okay, you can talk to me on WhatsApp. We'll communicate over there. By the time, let's not waste others' time. I'll just end the meeting. Anirudh, you can come talk to me on the WhatsApp then. I'll just share the screenshot of the number which I have for your parents, so you can let me know whether it is correct or not.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, have fun. Bye.